Hello, all you sports fans out there, and welcome to this week's edition of the Hot Seat Sports Talk.
Welcome back.
Man, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Long while.
Wow.
Since Brad.
Yeah, since Brad.
Yeah, since Brad.
Brad.
Yeah. Well, for this show we have Patriots, we have Rams, Pelicans, and Lakers, and Mavericks, and
A lot of
Knicks,
mascots.
Knicks, and even unicorns getting moved around.
Yeah.
So, let's get into 4 minutes. The Pelicans are frustrated with Anthony Davis. Wants to go with the Lakers. Will they move him before the deadline?
They've sent a lot of packages out.
Here's the thing: the owner will not pick up the phone. The GM will pick up the phone. He won't. They're not listening to anything.
They put Davis on the Lakers.
There's no question that Davis is gonna. He wants to play in LA.
He's
He's
gonna
made
move.
that public.
Yep.
He's made that known. He got fined for it.
Because of his agent, yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing: New Orleans is, divorce. Stages of divorce. There's 4 stages. There's like the yelling, the bitterness. They're on the bitterness stage right now. And then the final stage would be acceptance. And I don't think it's going to take them a long time to get to that point. And now they're even thinking of just, you know what? If we can't trade him, if we can't trade you, you're not playing the rest of the year.
They had the power to do that, and like a few days ago, I would think when they had like one of their timeouts and like the videos of the Pelicans,
Yeah,
I think Davis was supposed to be like the main portion of it, and they took him out completely because they didn't want like any negativity from the fans. So I think they're kind of accepting that something with Anthony Davis is going to happen. He probably will, some point in his career, go to Lakers, but if it's going to be before the trade deadline, a lot of communication has to happen. But I don't know if that'll happen.
Which is in 6 days from now.
Exactly.
December.
So who knows if that's even going to happen?
And here's the thing: New Orleans is not it's not a free agent destination.
Not anymore, no.
I
Ever
mean,
since Boogie left, pretty much.
Not even New York's not even a free agent destination anymore. New York's not a free agent. Orlando's not. Sacramento's not a good. This is not a good play. They're not places to build a franchise around. They'll never will be. San Antonio, they're not even a place to land free agents. It's where the glitz and glamour is right now.
Yes.
Both the Clippers and the Lakers.
Boston.
Boston is one. Cleveland, wasn't one until a kid named LeBron was born, and then in Akron, Ohio, and then that became, what is. But here's the thing: if Anthony Davis goes to the Lakers, that's LeBron's last chance to win a championship. LeBron has only won championships with big men. Think about it. Goes to Miami, had Chris Bosh.
Mm-hmm.
Came back in Cleveland, had Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson.
Oh yeah.
What has he got
A lot of small ball.
in LA? Nothing.
A lot of small ball.
JaVale McGee.
He hasn't even been playing much though. That's the
No, he
thing.
hasn't.
He really don't play much anymore.
Yeah, but they're all saying, I want to clear the. I want to trade, give up everything I got to get. No, you don't. You spent all this time developing all this young core of players.
Yeah, exactly. They just get rid of him. Brandon Ingram,
I
Lonzo.
want to keep. If I'm the
Kuzma.
Lakers, I want to keep Lonzo. I don't want to give him up, but if I have to, I'll give him up. Kyle Kuzma, another one.
Josh Hart. I would.
Josh Hart's another one too. I wouldn't give all these guys up for Davis. No, not by a long shot. No. So and then, the Mavericks made a blockbuster this past week.
Big trade.
They got Kristaps Porzingis,
After
Tim
having
Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, and Courtney Lee. The Knicks got Dennis Smith, DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, and 2 first-rounders. Here's my thing on this: the Knicks, they're not a brand. Every team around's got a brand. Like, the Rams have a brand. The Lakers have a brand. The Celtics have a brand. LSU football's got a brand.
Yeah.
Michigan football's got a brand. The Knicks used to. They don't anymore. This trade is a example of this. They just said, you know what? We're just not, we're not ready for a long time. You haven't competed in a championship since the 90s, and you got smoked when you did compete. What was their last good player? Patrick Ewing. That's it.
Probably Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, that's the last Hall of Fame All-Star player.
If you even count Carmelo.
No, I
If you
wouldn't
count
count him yet.
Carmelo, but
It's like, let's just clear the house.
and
You know,
they
this
cleared
is
him
from
too, though.
This is from Colin Hurd. he said, trade everybody. This is like when the Knicks got Carmelo. And, we'll just get rid of all the furniture in the house. When Carmelo got to New York, hey, we got this nice chandelier, no furniture to sit on. It's just nothing. And that's what the Knicks are now. Nothing.
When it comes to this, I'm very surprised that the Mavericks gave up Dennis Smith Jr. Because I thought, oh, he's a pretty good point guard. What is his second year? He's looking pretty good. But they literally gave up a lot, pretty much, and I'm just very surprised. And then the Knicks, I think, overall, when you're looking into the future, well, I mean, the Mavericks kind of want to because they have Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic, and they're pretty good players. But
Right, and they want Dirk to develop them for a little bit.
and
A little
then
bit of
I
time.
think the Knicks are going to be planning on developing more in the future because they also got 2 first-round draft picks, like you said. So I think when you look at in the long runs, they both kind of win, but we have to see their outcomes after this has happened. But
Well, the
I think
Knicks-
this is just insane that this happened.
I mean, it just think now. No one wants to go to New York now.
Mm.
Nobody wants to go to Brooklyn.
Fizdale isn't looking like
The
a
only-
good coach so far. Just everything's just a mess.
The only place that players want to go to in the East, way out there, is Boston.
Yes.
2 first-round picks for next year.
In the future.
In the future, 2
Just
first-round
in
picks.
general.
Just
yeah,
in the
don't know
future,
yet,
in
or-
general. So yeah,
I was gonna say if it's next year,
bro, that'd be
those 2 picks
Zion,
could be Zion,
R.J. Barrett,
R.J. Barrett.
Ja Morgan or Morin.
It
whoever
could
is.
be-
That'd be
These kids coming up from this draft class, they're gonna be good.
Oh.
They're gonna be
They say that
really
every
good.
year.
Oh,
But then
have you
look-
seen this draft class?
These guys are different.
But look at this draft. Look at this year's draft class alone. Look at Jared Jackson. Look at Miles Bridges. Look at Luka Doncic.
So
Look at
far, the
Trae
only
Young.
biggest name you can look at is Luka Doncic, though.
That's it.
Honestly.
Yeah, but look at what Jared Jackson's done. He's leading in the league in rookie categories. Miles Bridges. Even when we sat on the show last year, I thought, oh, he's not going to be ready for the draft. Neither is Jared Jackson. But look at him.
Well, next year,
Look at the 2 of them.
next year, these rookies are going to be ready. Next year,
Zion
these
will
rookies-
take any
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh.
R.J. Barrett will just.
I really think the Knicks
Go
are
right
just
by.
if it's either Zion or bust for them.
Honestly,
It
that's
really
probably the
is
top.
for New
That's
York.
a top 5 teams in the next draft. Honestly, first 5 picks. That's them.
Can you
Zion
name
or
3
bust.
other guys in the draft other than Zion for next year?
R.J. Barrett.
Another Duke.
Well, yeah, Duke's team is
Exactly. Like
phenomenal.
can you name any others?
Michigan.
Just Michigan.
They're
There's
gonna
not
have a
any,
few
any
guys
other.
coming up. Nobody's coming from state. The guys that did come from state are sitting on the bench, and then when they do get in the game, they produce. I will agree that the rookies are doing phenomenal for their
A freshman
little draft class.
Yeah, but you have to look at everybody.
Anything.
Nobody really is. Nobody really. In college
Luka's
basketball.
doing stuff. He's putting up crazy numbers. I don't agree
Yeah,
with
but
this
he-
little ejection that he got
and
this
he-
year, though.
Yeah, but he also got snubbed in the All-Star game too.
Luka?
He got
There's
snubbed.
so many.
It's an all-star.
Was there any rookies selected?
I don't think so.
That's because these league is insane. That's why.
No. So let's just move. All right, let's move on. We got the Super Bowl coming. Talking about
Oh,
the
that's
Super Bowl
good.
coming up
Oof.
in a few minutes.
That's gonna be.
So stick around for that. The Pro Bowl. Oh my God, this is terrible. The Pro Bowl, in my opinion, they just have to get rid of this Pro Bowl. You really have Mike Evans, and Mike Evans playing defense and Alvin Kamara running in there to sack. That's terrible.
I agree that you should have something if it decides something, like
The baseball All-Star, the MLB.
that'll decide
It used to
home
be.
field advantage.
It used to.
This
Now
is
it doesn't
about
mean
money.
anything.
This is just extra pay for them.
Now it's just it's just
It's extra.
something
It's just extra pay, but people don't want to see Alvin Kamara play defense.
No.
Juju Smith-Schuster got hurt in the Pro Bowl. You play the entire year, don't get hurt. You go to a dumb game like this and
Yeah.
get hurt. That's stupid.
If you're gonna put a skills competition, that's one thing.
That
I'd
was
say
okay.
that's
I like the skills competition.
like
a lot of
that.
that is fun.
But then you
It
have
is
the
fun,
whole
but it's also
game
like
that's
oh,
yeah.
this is one of my colleagues. He said, instead of the Pro Bowl, have the 2 worst teams in the league that year play each other, and the winner first overall pick in that draft.
I like that idea.
That'd be more entertaining than watching the Pro Bowl.
I like that idea.
A lot's on the line for that.
Yeah.
Could be on the line for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather watch paint dry on a wall than watch the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
I'd rather watch the hockey All-Star game than the Pro Bowl.
What two teams would it have been?
That's terrible too. Every All-Star game's terrible except baseball. Okay.
What two games would it have been, or what two teams? The two
It would have
worst
been
teams?
Arizona and San Fran this year.
Yes.
That would have been kind of interesting, actually.
I'd pick Arizona.
I pick San Fran.
I mean, if Garoppolo.
George
no,
Kittle.
Well, no, wait, good point.
George Kittle.
I mean, something's got to be done about it.
Something probably will be done.
They'll make.
I don't
a
think
flag.
they'll get rid
make
of
a
the
flag.
skills. I
They'll
don't-
make a flag in the next 5 years.
That'd make it funnier, in my opinion.
They'll make it stupid.
NFL players playing flag football.
That'd be terrible.
I mean, they've got their little kids league.
Yeah.
That
That's
was.
how it runs.
So now we're almost to the Super Bowl, but let's just address this no call real quick because we've been away for 2 weeks. Now, here's the thing.
Oh man.
What do you have to say about the no
No.
call?
It should have been called, but here's the thing.
Yep, it
It
should
wasn't
be
in the moment. It wasn't.
It's a judgment call.
And the fans can't get mad over it. Everybody, you see how many games are blown every year. Just because it's their team, they're making a huge, debate over it. If it's a regular season, you know how many times the Lions got cheated out of a game in the playoffs in the regular season? We open our mouths for a little bit, but we let it die. These Saints fans aren't letting it die. It's terrible. But here's the thing. Everyone's like, let's replay the game. No. Why? So the Saints could win and go to the Super Bowl? No, that's not what it's for. The point is that, the Rams earned their way in. They did. They held the Saints to 50 yards rushing. The two best running backs in the league, they held to 50 yards rushing. Then the first drive, New Orleans goes down, incomplete in the end zone. Their tight end just drops an open pass. Kick a field goal. Goff throws a pick inside the 20. They go conservative, kick another field goal, 6-0. Then they score. Then they come down. They score a touchdown, 13-0. Everyone's like, okay, this thing's over. You probably did.
Yeah,
Everyone was
I don't know.
13 zip, right? They come, and then New Orleans comes down, kick a field goal, 13-3, score a touchdown for the half, 13-10. Come out second half, LA just dominated them. Sean McVay outcoached Sean Payton. And then in the fourth quarter, Jared Goff outplayed Drew Brees. He did.
And in overtime.
He did. That call, sure,
The overtime drive, that was huge.
The overtime was huge.
you get
Drew
the
Brees with that pick.
you get the ball first in overtime, you throw a pick, and then they come down and kick, and they kick a fifth, and Zerline kicks a 57-yard. Granted, that's not an easy kick.
Oh.
And
No.
that
Especially
spot,
this year
and that
kickers?
and that
Yeah.
spot, no,
and
that's
that
not an easy.
position in the dome, just
On
yeah.
third
Greg
down,
Zuerlein's
the
legit.
Rams outperformed New Orleans. They got the stops when they needed to, and the Rams earned their way in.
Here's what I have to say about this. There's a lot of points where I agree with you, but there's also some that I respectfully disagree, because what kind of shows is if
Figures,
people don't have
right?
conversations. But people kind of should make a big deal about that call, because it's not just Saints fans that make a big deal out of it. It's every NFL fan and commentators and just people high up there. Even Roger Goodell made a big deal out of it pretty much, because he was even talking about, like you said, replay, but that's where I agree with you. No, there's no reason to replay a game like that.
Right.
Honestly, the Rams deserve to be in it, but that play, though, did decide the game for the Rams pretty much, because the Saints should have won. That's basically
they were
but
Rams.
stuff, like you said, stuff happens. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a judgment call, so
Well,
that's
here's
where
the
I agree
thing:
with you.
2 plays before that pass interference, you throw the ball on first down. You throw it on
Where was
first.
he?
They're inside the 20. It was 2 plays before the third down pass interference.
I mean, their running
It
game
was
was
third.
bad,
It was
but
3rd and 10, and you throw it on first down when the Rams have 2 timeouts,
that's true.
and you throw it, and that takes 3 seconds off, and it's incomplete. That's terrible. That's bad. That's terrible coaching.
There was a lot of things that decided it, but
That's-
that's the only thing where I disagree with you, though.
Here's the thing: if they would have ran it twice, Rams burned 2 timeouts, and then if that play happened, it happened, and the Rams would get the ball back with no timeouts. They might not have gotten field goal range to tie it to send in overtime. A lot of things could have happened.
Oh yeah, but stuff happens, like you said, happens, and the Rams are in the Super Bowl, and they, deserve to be in it. But like you said, though, people are not going to stop talking about this play for a long time.
Well, there's that, and then they're going to talk about the AFC Championship too. All right, I know.
Ooh.
All right, I know you guys are probably sick of New England. I know you are.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I know you are too.
For what?
Sick of
Just,
New England winning.
just being there. I know everybody's a Patriot hater now because they're in 3 straight. Majority of everybody is. But here's the thing: you know how many chances, how many times New England, like it's a dynasty, like the Spurs are a dynasty. 18 years, 18 years of nonstop success. The Red Wings for 25 years, dynasty. New England, about 14 years, dynasty.
I would say even longer than that, to be honest.
Since 2000, since Brady started, 2001.
Yeah.
18 years.
Yes.
18 years. They had the Josh Gordon incident. That screwed them up. They screwed them up this year. Julian Edelman being suspended for 4 games.
Yep.
That didn't help them either. One of their best offensive linemen gets hurt. They have to make a trade with the Niners. Best rookie tackle that they had hurt. It's another roadblock. Then you have to go on the road to play a playoff game. That's never easy either. There are so many chances for New England's dynasty just to end this year, but it didn't, because why? Because Mahomes wasn't ready.
That's not why.
Oh,
that's not why.
Kansas City's no.
Kansas City's defense wasn't ready for Tom Brady. That's definitely
Hunt
true.
wasn't there.
And Kareem Hunt wasn't there too.
Yeah,
That's true.
they're kicking themselves for it. So
I think I think Patrick Mahomes was ready for this. Look at this.
he was.
Send this game to overtime, 31-31, and deciding it by New England going on offense. Because who knows what would have happened if
I really
Patrick
do
Mahomes
think
played
it
too.
was just because Kareem Hunt wasn't there.
There's a lot of factors.
Damian Williams is a good running back. You can't deny him for that.
I would rather take Kareem Hunt than Damian Williams. So.
I take Damian Williams right now.
Hunt's
Right
more
now,
aggressive.
yeah, but if you had a
At
choice,
the-
if they
at
were
the
both
ti-
clean,
At
both
the
in
time,
nothing
I
illegal,
still take Williams.
at-
If they're clean.
Really?
Maybe.
you would take Williams. After
Last
not
year,
seeing him play at all.
last year, I'd take Kareem Hunt. This year, I wouldn't take Kareem Hunt. That's just how I would.
Why? I mean, we need reasoning behind this. Why?
Just because
Because what?
just look at the way Kareem Hunt. You have to admit, because you had him on your fantasy team.
Kareem Hunt was amazing for me.
I would have kept him. No,
Last year,
Kareem Hunt was
question.
amazing for me,
Last year, right?
and this year.
He had 7 great games. One of them in New England, right? Last year. After that, he kind of disappeared.
He didn't
put up
disappear,
last
bro.
season-
Look at my
last year-
scores. Look at my
Last
scores.
season, but he wasn't.
He
He
was consistent.
He was
It's
yes, he was consistent.
fantastic. No, he
consistent
wasn't.
20
he was-
points.
Aaron, do you want me to pull up the scores? He was pretty consistent. He had at least 12 points a game. At least 12 points a game every single game.
That's his fantasy points wise. But just
Yes,
like if
that's
he
what
had
I'm talking
That's
some
what we've been
games,
talking
That's
some
what we're
games
talking
he has
about.
he has 35 yards rushing. That's bad. That's terrible.
Look at him receiving. He
compared
has
to
like
200.
50 plus.
This is
receiving.
more of a receiving game for backs now.
It is. It is a receiving back. It's
And Kareem Hunt's receiving too. He had a lot of great games this year. Definitely the incident screwed him up.
oh yeah.
He
Slower
screwed up the
touching.
whole Chiefs mojo pretty much.
But here's the thing. Like if you look at New England now too, if you look all the way back to the first time these two teams met in the Super Bowl, Brady wasn't elite. He was, he wasn't elite. He had only like 22 touchdowns and like 12 picks. His passer rating wasn't that high. The second one, not that high either. The first one where he lost to the Giants, he had a passer rating over 110.
That's when they were gonna go undefeated,
That's
right?
when Brady was elite.
When they were going to go
Not-
undefeated, right?
Yeah, but hey, look at Goff's stat. Jared Goff's playing. Jared Goff is better than Tom Brady right now. I don't care.
Why is he better than Tom Brady right now?
He's 14-3 on the road, right now. He's 14-3 on the road. His passer rating is about the same as Brady's when he was playing the Giants way back when. He outplayed Drew Brees in the championship. He outplayed Prescott. He outplayed everybody that he's played to this point this year, except when he played Drew Brees in the beginning of the year, or about
And
the
the Bears.
midpoint of the year. And Chicago, yeah, in Chicago, that's about it. But other than that, Jared Goff's playing way better football than Tom Brady. Even though Brady's not going anywhere, he's still playing better football.
You got to look at the teams as well. This year, the Patriots are literally complete. They have the quarterback, the receivers, the running game, the defense. But so do the Rams. They literally, like you just said, have the quarterback, running game. Freaking C.J. Anderson came out of nowhere. Like, that's
Exactly.
teams. They have the receivers, even though Cooper Kupp did go down. People are stepping up, and the defense.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I said this about last game as well. Not the last AFC Championship game. This game is literally decided on defense.
Aaron
'Cause-
Donald.
That
all
could
I'm
be
gonna say.
that could be huge.
Aaron
Aaron
Donald.
Donald could ruin Tom Brady's day because Tom Brady
That's
wasn't
it.
even touched in the last game, right? Am I right by that? He
Oh,
wasn't
no.
touched by the Chiefs.
Oh no, he got touched, and except when he got touched, they threw a 15-yard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because that was stupid.
Yeah.
That the only time, but
That's the only time Brady got touched.
honestly though, these teams have the offensive powers, literally to win either of them. But it's literally about which defense can hold them. That's all it is.
Here's my thing. New England does not have a good enough defense to compete with this offense. If they can do what the Saints did for about a quarter and a half, New England will win this game. But if New England just keeps settling for field goal after field goal, maybe a touchdown, it's going to be New Orleans all over again. You can't let this Rams team come back. If New England gets a lead, you know, it might be Atlanta all over again, just except in reverse.
Or New England would lose.
Yeah, I don't think the margin would be that bad. Probably like 14 points, but the Rams, they have to control on offense. They have to be disciplined on defense, and they have to execute on special teams.
Yeah, they can't have any bogus calls for penalties. That could ruin.
That's
team.
you know everybody's gonna be looking for one
Oh yeah.
this whole game. This
If the
entire
Super
game.
Bowl is decided by another no call, oh no.
Could be.
Oh no, it
It could-
definitely could be. Oh, I could definitely see that.
It
That'd
could be, and when the commissioner addressed
He would.
addressed everybody, someone asked, you ever think about adding an eighth official? He's like, no.
That's not gonna do.
That's
it's
not
just
gonna do
another.
anything.
It's like you said. There's another human that can make mistakes. So
Exactly.
someone says, "What if we replay the Super Bowl?" No.
Wow, he gave us 2 Super Bowls. By
I know,
himself.
Hey, 2 parties.
There you go. There you go.
That's true.
Extra
The line is 2.5.
It's a close game.
New England's
Very
New
close
England's a
game.
favorite, but they're giving the Patriots a field goal. Still, after everything that they've been through, New England's still the favorite. Everything that we just said. I think this is just this. Now Los Angeles is the last team in New England's way to end the dynasty. This is it. If they win this, it's 6 rings, and Brady's going to stay a year, maybe another, and probably go for 7. If LA will dethrone New England again, and this will be it. Brady will just be playing the play, because he's not in it for
What's
the
your
money.
score,
31-21.
Eric? What's your prediction?
Los Angeles, 31-24.
This is so tough. I can literally see any team.
It's going to come down to a touchdown in the 4th quarter on the last drive.
You think it'll go into overtime?
No.
No overtime games?
Not again.
4th quarter, Gurley's going to run it in. And that's going to put
Yeah,
him up.
another thing why.
Yeah, Gurley has to step up his game.
Yeah,
He will.
another thing why LA won. You had the best offensive player in the league, in my opinion, on the bench.
To C.J. Anderson, who was torching him.
They benched. No, he wasn't injured. They said he had cramps.
Well, I know that, but just the fact that they can have either or play and still
Oh, yeah.
win, that's insane. But I don't know. Because you got to also look at Sony Michel and James White. They're phenomenal.
It's going to come down to either way. Doesn't matter who touches the ball, they're getting in the scoring position. They're either going to kick a field goal, make the field goal, miss the field goal, or it's a touchdown. The only way that the ball is going to get turned over in this game, interception or fumble.
Fumble from sacks, yeah. I
I
have
don't
made
think
my
there's going to be a
choice.
turnover on downs. There might be 1 or 2.
I have made my choice about who to pick. And this is all about one player we haven't even talked about. Do you guys know who it is? Who I'm thinking of?
Robert Gronkowski.
Yeah.
And his
If
last
Gronk
game in the
goes
NFL,
off in this game, nobody can stop Gronk. And that's
Very
why I'm going to pick the Patriots.
I feel like the biggest move, this is probably not smart, but the
Is
guy
it-
out there that's going to have to hit Gronk is
got to
going to
go,
have
though.
to be Aaron Donald.
Just got to have to hit him hard.
it's not going to be necessarily Aaron Donald too. You know how many?
He's
you know-
linebackers.
You know how many double teams Aaron Donald's? New England's
Oh.
had 2 weeks to prepare for this.
They don't have a choice. They have to double team him.
They have to,
could
but
put
but-
Gronk on
but-
him, and they could just keep going back and forth.
But they have other playmakers. They have Dante Fowler.
Yeah.
Ndamukong Suh.
Dominican Sue.
Yep.
Ooh.
Exact. You know,
Their defensive line is ridiculous. It's huge.
they have
But
7
just a
first-round
defensive
picks.
line, though.
Yes.
But when you go to the secondary, that's where I can see Gronk making his damage. That's why if
The-
Gronk goes off, I think the Patriots had this.
If they're gonna pass the ball, they're gonna have to send Gronk deep, or he's gonna be a block and release.
Or they got to look right in the middle of the field because I guarantee you he'll be open a lot of times.
It is. I mean,
This will be a great game nonetheless. I'm very excited for this game.
It's gonna be
Either
a
This
team
is,
could
explosive
win.
this
game.
is Gronk's last. This is Gronk's last game.
You think that's a bold prediction, my dude?
No, this is it. He's even said in interviews this week, this is it.
Really?
Yep. They,
Shoot.
and the Patriots are going to save money in cap space too
Oh boy. And
when he goes. So it's New England's going to kind of have to rebuild.
You know, they're definitely gonna have to rebuild at some point.
They're having-
Definitely.
Everyone's going to say, "Oh, New England's just going to be terrible when Brady's gone and Belichick's gone."
And all of a sudden, man, they go to another Super Bowl. So.
They won't be terrible. They might miss the playoffs the first year.
They won't have a losing record. I don't think
Maybe they'll go 9-7.
At
It'll
the
be close
lowest.
to 500.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
And that's something New England fans, like Red Wings fans here,
They're not used to.
and Spurs fans, they're gonna have to deal with a no success or mediocre performance. You know, that's something that New England fans are gonna have to just prepare for.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So I mean, I'm 1-1 in picking New England. It's the first time since we started I'm going against the Patriots in a Super Bowl. Because you think because of the longest time that we've been on, it's always been New England in the Super Bowl. So
What
Yeah.
about when the Broncos and Panthers? Did we have the show back then?
No.
we did not.
It was Patriots, Falcons, Patriots, Eagles, Patriots,
Rams.
Rams. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're sorry about that. A couple years ago.
Oh yeah, sorry to bring that up, bro.
It's all right.
Cam's looking okay though. He said his shoulder's good.
Surgery was good. Everything
He
was
said it
good
feels
there.
better than ever before.
It's all right. They're still gonna be mediocre next year. It's all right.
Wow.
Better than the Broncos.
Wow.
They're still gonna be better than Carolina next year.
Oh.
They will.
Oh.
Denver.
What was your record this year?
Really 6-10, something like that. A
They
little
didn't make-
better.
It's all right. Carolina didn't make the playoffs.
By
either.
a game.
Ooh. Shots fired.
We were still in it. Denver was still in it.
Carolina was in it from
But what
day
does
one.
Carolina have? They don't have it. They only have Cam Newton. That's it.
Christian McCaffrey.
Other sad news.
Greg Olsen.
Julius Peppers retired.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Sad, but-
What receivers did they have?
Christian McCaffrey.
Devin Funches.
Devin Funches.
The new guy.
Greg
What's his
Olsen.
name?
Funk just the last.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. He's looking
Funk
pretty
just the
good.
last half of the year was he didn't produce anything.
No, DJ Moore got more touches
Greg
than
Olsen
anybody on this team.
injured, gone. DJ Moore. Okay.
He was pretty okay. Good. He was better second half of the season.
DJ Moore didn't play first half.
Exactly. That's why he's better second half.
Yeah, they switched out. It went Devin Funches was the first half. DJ Moore was the second half.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got
Christian McCaffrey was just always in the picture.
He's looking really good. He's stepping up. I didn't think he was going to be good after his rushing last season, but
Once
he's
he got
being a better
drafted,
rusher.
I knew
Yeah.
it was like, okay, this is a big receiving game now because they're going to leave rushes to Cam.
That's a whole
Wow.
other thing.
He's
Wow,
a
we got
big
off-
dude.
Wow, we got off track here.
But that's just we love football. That's
Football's
why.
football.
So last predictions or before
Final predictions.
All right. There's always bets for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You know,
Orange Gatorade. It's going to be orange.
Glacier.
blue.
I'm going with orange.
All right, coin toss.
Heads.
I think I have a coin.
Do you?
I know I do. Gotta get a coin out.
Is he really?
He's gonna call the Super Bowl right
If
now.
you don't have one, I'm sure I got one.
No, I got a coin, bro. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
And our last NFL game that we're talking about on the show.
You hear the coins?
2 minutes, 45 seconds.
What kind of coin would you guys like?
Higher or lower?
Oh, I got a quarter. We're good. We're
2
good.
minutes 45 seconds for what?
Anthem.
Oh,
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 Who's
that's
singing?
under.
Under?
who's singing the anthem? Does anybody know?
No,
I think it's gonna be over. I think it's gonna be long.
Over 240?
Yes.
over under for the game 57.
Under.
I take the my prediction.
Over.
I'm the under.
I'm going over.
Ooh. All right.
What's
What?
the next one?
Halftime. SpongeBob or no?
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
It's already been announced. Yeah, they're doing it.
My
They're doing it.
My coin toss prediction will be based on this. I'm not gonna do the traditional. I'm just gonna throw it. Heads. It's gonna be heads.
All right, I got tails. You got tails.
Wow.
I already had heads.
Oh, you got heads.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and we are.
The real question now:
What's the real question?
will we find that cake?
Yes, we'll find this.
We have to try to find this
Yes.
cake. We found a cake.
You found a cake.
He found a cake.
You found a cake.
Yeah.
What
I
kind
was
of
gonna
cake?
go pick it up. The cake was gone.
For Super Bowl.
Sunday.
Yeah.
We found a
We
cake.
should make a cake.
Yeah. But we're out of time.
Shoot.
Man, we're out of time.
We should do a baking episode. I'll just go to someone's kitchen, just bake a cake.
Our next guest star will be baking with us while we're interviewing him. We're like
Gordon
putting
Ramsay,
something in the
welcome.
oven.
Gordon Ramsay, welcome.
In the middle of our guest star answering a question, timer goes ding. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, we gotta put this real
Ah, we
quick.
don't have time for this one.
And Sam Martin, we ran out of time. I want to apologize.
Darn, we can't cook with San Martin.
So, yeah. We apologize. And we will be back next week for our first show without football.
Wow.
Oh, we're still gonna talk about
We're
Super
gonna
Bowl.
talk
Oh, yeah,
Super
we're
Bowl,
gonna recap
but
the
it
Super
won't be
Bowl.
all out football.
Yep. So, until then, stay warm. And as always, keep fresh.